What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to take a quick minute to go over my checkering kit that I got for Christmas, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff I did with it. But it's a Dem Bart, which right there. I got this for Christmas. Actually, it's my father-in-law who bought it. This is a master set. They have a starter set, which only comes with 3 tools. This comes with 6, which is it's really nice, actually. Um, First thing, what I'm going to show you is, if you look on the side here, it goes over all the tools, and that's how many lines per inch it does. I wanted the 16 lines per inch because, as you can see, I mean, to me that's perfect. Anything finer than that, I think it's too fine, and I don't think it would stand up to wear. Um, Now, if you go over your tools on the side, there is a piece of paper that's inside of this that tells you all the different tools and what they are and what they look like and stuff like that. But there is a single point 60-degree tool. There is a double 60-degree tool. A single point 90-degree tool. And then these are a left and a right-handed cutter, which the left and right hand, one side of it is smooth and one side has the teeth, which after you get your first line, that's how you start making your steps over. And I mean, they have skip line cutters, which the cool thing about all of these, if you look, that little pin right there, whenever these go bad, like when they get wore out, you take them, you drive that pin out, you order new heads for these, put them on, drive the pin back in, done. You have a brand new tool, so you don't have to be going out and buying new tools, and the heads are really cheap. I got this particular kit. We ordered it from brownells.com, which, as far as refinishing goes, Brownells is a great website for it, and along with Midway USA, that's another good one. Um, and then it also gives you a starter tool, which I don't particularly use this all that much. I don't know if this is actually, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if this is for going over it at the end and putting you, what you do is you start cutting it with a 60-degree tool, and then you go back over it with a 90-degree tool, so that way it makes everything a sharp, nice diamond. It doesn't make it, because if you don't cut in to it completely, it doesn't actually make a peaked diamond on the top, and that's where you get, if you look at gun grips or even synthetic checkering that goes on like your polymer stocks, it's like it has perfect diamonds, and the tops of the diamonds are peaked, and it's a perfect diamond, but that's an injection mold. So um I'm still learning. I only did this checkering 3 times, so I'm still learning. I'm still getting acclimated with the tools. So once I get acclimated with my tooling, I mean, I'm gonna try and do a whole hell of a lot more than what I'm doing now. But when you start checkering, um, one thing that I found out was, if you try and go deep on each line, like and you make your two sets of lines, you're gonna make a set of lines obviously that go this way and this way. If you start when you start making your lines this way and you start coming over like so, you can't make these too deep to start, because when you go back over with this line and you try and cut through all those ridges, it gets hung up, and it's bad enough that wood obviously has grain in it to begin with. So you got to make sure that you're going very smooth straight through the grain, so that way you don't get like skip marks. But if you have all those other obstacles, it just makes it for a very difficult time. Now, if you cut in too deep to start and then you go the other way, it actually chews the diamonds up and it'll actually pull them out, and then your whole job's ruined. So I recommend starting light, doing both ways, and then go back over it with your double cutter, and even midway through it, when you're getting lines, because you'll notice that your lines will start getting lighter and lighter and lighter as you're going. Even with your double cutter, just go back over, sink them lines back down, so that way your left and right handed tool have a place to ride in the previous line. So when you're doing this, make your first go around, do it light, and your second round, go over it with the double cutter and sink it in a little bit more, and then go over it with your single points to actually, it defines the diamonds a lot better. Make sure you're going straight though. Don't force it. Let the tool do the work. That's the biggest thing. Biggest thing, especially about knives even. Biggest thing is, don't sit there and try and grind on it. You gotta let the tool, you gotta let the tool do the work. You're not gonna sit there when you cut something, or when you're trying to cut something. You never ever ever push really hard. You just let the tool do the job, and it'll be fine, and it comes out good. This, like I said, this is only my third time doing this, and it's actually not as hard as I thought. Now, once again, I'm just doing it on. I don't have any curvature to this. I just wanted to practice, so I'm using scrap pieces of wood. Right now, I'm just using scrap pieces of wood, but I just wanted to go over and show you. I just want to go over this kit with you guys, because this is a really good kit. And I got it for Christmas, but I don't know. I don't remember how much it was. I think it might have been, I want to say 50 some dollars. I'm not 100% sure though. Um, it's a great kit. It has all the tools that you need. There is um, there is some tools that you could buy, like it says it even on the box, that the verniers may be bought separately for pattern and border work. There's also a wheel that you could buy. If you make a paper pattern out and you lay it down on your workpiece, you can turn around, and there's a wheel that's, it just has small little, it just indents, it stabs through the paper into the wood, and you follow your pattern around, so that way you have a starting point, and that lets you know where your starting point is. It just transfers the pattern onto the workpiece. Um, Other than that, I mean, it's a great kit. It's a great toolkit, and um, for just getting into this, for me, this is awesome. I'm learning a ton. There's a lot of great videos out on YouTube, but if you guys want to learn anything, or if you guys have anything to tell me that I'm not seeing, or I'm not doing right, any of these experienced guys that see this, please send me a comment. Leave a comment on the video page, or you can come to my channel's page, the Common Man's Armory, and send me a private message. Please subscribe for more gun reviews, how-tos, and shit that goes boom.